Okay, now this is RRB PO prelims paper. Let's look into this paper. How many persons? 11 persons, PQRSTU VWXYZ are sitting around a circular table facing the center, but not necessarily in the same order. Total number of persons is 11. I'm not sure where is each person, but everybody is facing center. Now please pay attention. Look into your handout. Look at the size of the question in your handout. How many lines? How many lines? These 4 lines can trick you. These 4 lines can easily trick you. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఎట్లా అంటే if you don't start with the exact correct line, కథం గోల్మాల్. మినిమం 3 to 4 possibilities. మినిమం తక్కువలో తక్కువ. కానీ నేను విషయం చెప్తా వినండి అమ్మా. 10 people, 11 people, 12 people sitting on the circular table, and if you find this type of questions, what I suggest is always start with the clue which is repeating more number of times. Always start with the person whose name is referred more number of times in the question. That is the best way of solving the question. See, the problem here is T sits fourth to the left of X. What many people do is as soon as they see the first line, T sits fourth to the left of X. First T weightage. Next to 3 people sit between U and Z. Z who sits to the immediate right of T. Z who sits to the immediate right of T. Avuna kada? Next is what? 3 people are sitting between Z and U. 3 people are sitting between Z and U. Mala immediate ga. Antena? Three people are sitting between Z and U. ఆ తర్వాత వాడు ఉల్టా తప్పని చేసిన ఒక్క క్లూ కూడా తగలదు. ఇప్పుడు చూసుకోండి. తర్వాత చెప్తున్నా. S is not an immediate neighbor of V and T. S is not an immediate neighbor of T. S is not an immediate neighbor of T. 2 persons sits between V and Q. S sits second to the left of P. I don't know where is this P kada. See, further I can continue if I get anything about these 4 people. Who are those 4 people? U, T, X and Z. అవునా కాదా? వీళ్ళ గురించి ఏమైనా తెలుస్తాను నేను మొదలు పెట్టగానే, లేకపోతే మొదలు పెట్టలేను కదా నేను. నెక్స్ట్ చూడు. S is second to the left of P. 3 persons sit between S and Y. V sits third to the right of S. R is an immediate neighbor of V. ఒక్క చోట T గురించి కానీ, Z గురించి కానీ, X గురించి కానీ, U గురించి కానీ మాట్లాడిండా? లేదు. అంటే ఈ క్లూతో స్టార్ట్ చేస్తే ఇక్కడ నువ్వు చేయాల్సిన పని ఏంది? నేను చెప్పిన స్మాల్ క్వశ్చన్, సీటింగ్ అరేంజ్మెంట్ ఆర్ ఎనీ అదర్ అరేంజ్మెంట్, ఆల్వేస్ రీడ్ ద క్వశ్చన్ 3 lines. How much time will it take to read 3 lines? Hardly 45 seconds. Yes or no? Now tell me which person's name is repeating more number of times? Amma? V and S. Which person's name is repeating more number of times? V and S. Igo S. చూపిస్తున్నా S. ఎన్నిసార్లు వచ్చింది S? 3 times. V 1, 2, 3. అంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ బెటర్ టు స్టార్ట్ విత్ S అండ్ V కదా. మళ్ళీ ఇంకో చూడు. V sits third to the right of S. అయిపోయింది స్టోరీ. V sits third to the right of S. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి అమ్మా, ఈ క్వశ్చన్ ఎట్లా అయిపోతుందో అందరు చూడండి. V sits third to the right of S. 1, 2, 3. V. V sits third to the right of S. Next, R is an immediate neighbor of V. Maybe this is R or that is R. We are not sure. Next, any clues on S? Amma, S sits second to the left of P. Ante S sits second to the left of P ante P sits second to the right of S. Pakka this is P. When this is P, pakka this is R. So how many people between S and Y? 3 people between S and Y. Is it possible to the right side? How many did I cover places? Amma, ఇంకెన్ని కావాలి? 2. చదువు ఇంకా క్లూస్ ఎక్కడ ఉన్నాయో. 2 people sit between V and Q. 2 people sit between V and Q. 2 people are sitting between V and Q అంటే to the left side of V. Is it possible? Did I get all 11 places? Everyone? What is the next point? Starting. T sits fourth to the left of X తర్వాత 3 persons sits between U and Z. Z who sits to the immediate right of T. T sits fourth to the left of X. అంతేనా? X ఎక్కడ తీసుకోవాలి చెప్పండి. Can I go for X here? చెప్పండి అమ్మా. Fourth left, is it possible? ఎక్స్ప్లోర్ చేయాలి పాసిబిలిటీస్. వినండి, ఇక్కడ X తీసుకుంటే ఫోర్త్ లెఫ్ట్ T ఉందా? ఫోర్త్ లెఫ్ట్ కి T ఛాన్స్ ఉంది, కానీ Z sits to the immediate right of T. Not possible. X fourth left to T. Z any problem? No problem. X fourth left 1 2 3 4 already occupied. X fourth left 1 2 3 4 immediate right లో ఉండాలి. Z ఛాన్స్ ఉందా? ఇప్పుడు ఎవరు మిగిలిపోయారు? There is one person who is left out. Who is he? U. 3 people are sitting between Z and U. అమ్మా ఒక్క నిమిషం ఆగు. Z and అదే Z అండ్ X మధ్యలో W తీసుకొస్తాలే. ఇక్కడ U కదా, ఇక్కడ W, ఇక్కడ ఎవరు లేడని. డన్. హౌ మెనీ పాసిబిలిటీస్? హౌ మెనీ పాసిబిలిటీ? ఓన్లీ వన్ పాసిబిలిటీ. అంటే యూ షుడ్ నో ద కరెక్ట్ స్టైల్ ఆఫ్ సాల్వింగ్ ద క్వశ్చన్స్, ఎగ్జాక్ట్ టెక్నిక్, వేర్ టు స్టార్ట్ అండ్ వేర్ నాట్ టు స్టార్ట్ అనేది చాలా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. అర్థమైందా? So these type of questions, what will you do? We'll always start with the clue which is repeating more number of times. అర్థమవుతుందా అమ్మా? చెప్పండి. Look at syllogisms. Sorry, we'll discuss the answers. How many persons are sitting between U and W when counted to the right of W? U and W when counted to the right of W, how many persons? 5 persons. Which of the following statements is are true as per the given arrangement? Q sits third to the left of T, second to the left. R sits second to the right of X. No. S sits third to the right of T. Yes. Only C. True annada, not true annada? True. Only C. What is the position of Q with respect to P? Q with respect to P, shortest is fourth to the right. Shortest is fourth to the right. Do you have fourth to the right? Yes. Which among the following person sits third to the left of W? Third to the left of W? Y. 4 out of the following 5 are alike. Z and S, 1 person between them. R and Q, 1 person. X and V, 1 person. P and Y, more than 1. V and U, 1 person. Which option? Fourth option. Syllogisms Rudama. Only a few books are all pens are papers. Only a few papers are pencil. Some books are not papers. Some books are not papers. Right kada? Complementary. All books are papers. Can I take all the books inside paper? Yes or no na? Be careful talking about book and paper. You are not talking about book and pen. I can take all the books inside papers. Avuna kada? That is right, this is wrong. Some pens are not pencils. Right kada? Some pens are not pencils. Can I make all pens are pencils? Yes or no na? 100% guarantee. All pens are papers. Some relationship between pen and paper maintained. I have not committed any mistake. That is right, this is wrong. What's the answer? Neither one nor two. Ardhamainda? Only a few kiwis are mangoes. Only a few mangoes are grapes. All grapes are bananas. Some mangoes are bananas. Some mangoes are bananas. Yes. Some mangoes are not bananas. Idu kuda right. Some mangoes are not bananas. What is the complementary? All mangoes are bananas. Can I take all the mangoes and put them inside bananas? Happy, no problem at all. Ikkada. Right? Wrong. What's the answer? Only one. Next. All books are pens. Only a few pen. Pencil. All pencils are papers. All pencils are papers. Some books are not pencils. Right, Agada? Some books are not pencils. What is the complementary? All books are pencils. Can I draw books like this? Yes. This is wrong. I'm not bringing all the pens inside pencil. I'm only bringing the books inside pencil. No problem. Next entity. Some books are pencils. Some books are pencils. No relationship between book and pencil in the basic diagram. What is the answer? Neither one nor two. Neither one nor two. Jagrata. Chalo. Entamandi persons amma? 12%. Sitting in a two parallel rows containing 6 people in each but not necessarily in the same order. In row 1, P, Q, R, S, T, U are seated. All of them are facing south. P to U, all of them facing south. In row 2, A, B, C, D, F are seated. All of them facing north. All of them facing north. Therefore, in the given seating arrangement, each member seated in a row faces another member of the other row. Ma, first line chadu. S sits third to the right of Q. S sits third to the right of Q ante manaki left kada. Cheppandamma. Adu malla emantundu? Either S or Q sit at the extreme ends of the lines. Who is sitting at the extreme end of lines? Either S or Q. Do you want me to split it immediately? No, I will not split this immediately. Because I will see if there are any clues depending upon S or Q. If I found any clue on S or if I find any clue on Q, immediately I will split this question into how many possibilities? 2 possibilities. Till then, I will have an wait and see approach. Ante ekko maatladam then. Silent clues raskuntu bota. Next line chadu. The one who faces D sits second to the right of P. Second to the right of P ante manaki left. Opposite lo undali D. Next line. 2 persons are sitting between B and D. How many persons? 2 persons are sitting between B and D. Next up. One of the immediate neighbors of B faces the person who sits third to the left of U. One of the immediate neighbors of B faces the person who is third to the left of U. Idi U. U ki third left. Intena? Chappalamma. Opposite. Evaru vaadu B na? Neighbor of B na? That this fellow is adjacent to yes or no? How many places did I cover? 4. There are 2 clues which help me to cover 4 places. It is about S and Q and now about U and B. What is the next line? 2 persons sits between E and A. 2 persons sit between E and A. చూడమ్మా ఎక్కడ కూడా మనకి ఎస్కి క్యూకి సంబంధించి క్లూస్ రాలే ఇప్పటి వరకు వచ్చినాయా? నెక్స్ట్ లైన్. T does not face the immediate neighbors of B and E. R does not sit at any extreme ends of the lines. T does not face immediate neighbors of B and E. R does not sit at any extreme ends. B sits at one of the extreme ends of the lines. This is important. Who is this fellow? B na? Adjacent to B na? Adjacent to B. Ante, can I go for B here? Because B sits at one of the extreme ends. So, pakka this is B. How many? 6 each. అయిపోయిందా లేదా? లాస్ట్ లైన్ చదివి అర్థమైందో చెప్పు నాకు. C sits adjacent to only E. Only E. అంటే C sitting adjacent to only one person. When C is sitting adjacent to only one person అంటే C is sitting exactly in the corner. అవునా కాదా? So this is C. This is E. How many persons between E and A? 2 persons between E and A. How many persons between B and D? 2 persons between B and D. Who is left out? F. When I fix D, I can fix P. అవునా కాదా? అక్కడ ఇలా అండర్లైన్ చేసిన లైన్ చదువు రైట్ సైడ్ లా. T does not face the immediate neighbors of B and E. T does not face immediate neighbors of B and E. This is not T. This is not T. So T has how many chances? 2 chances. T can be opposite to F or T can be opposite to B. Next line chadu. R does not sit at any extreme ends of the lines. R is not sitting at any extreme end of the lines. Either R is here or R is here. Now understand carefully. I am trying to fix S and Q. I am trying to fix S and Q. If this is Q, this is S, this will be R. Do you have place for T? అయిపోయింది. S, Q, R. ఎన్ని పాసిబిలిటీలు అమ్మా? ఎన్ని పాసిబిలిటీలు చేసినా? ఈ లైన్ కనబడటం ఆలస్యం. ధనాధన్ 2 బొమ్మలు పడిపోతాయి. ఎప్పుడైనా సరే మనం ఒక పాసిబిలిటీకి స్ప్లిట్ చేస్తున్నామంటే ఆ పాసిబిలిటీ స్ప్లిట్ చేయడానికి కారణం అయితే ఏదైతే వ్యక్తి ఉన్నాడో వాడి పైన ఎక్స్ట్రా క్లూస్ కనపడితేనే స్ప్లిట్ చేయాలి, లేకపోతే చేయొద్దు. Whenever you are trying to split a question into 2 possibilities, whatever the clue is responsible for splitting the question into 2 possibilities, if you find anything in extension to that clue, then split into 2. Otherwise, don't split into 2. Is this clear? How many persons are sitting between B and the one who faces R? How many persons? 2 persons. Who among the following persons sits second to the left of the one who faces P? Faces P is A, second left is D. D for Delhi. 4 out of the following 5 are alike. U and A opposite. A and P opposite. Q and F opposite. D and R opposite. C and T diagonally opposite. Antena? C and T diagonally opposite antam balani. Those who are sitting in the corners will consider them as diagonally opposite. Which of the following statements is or not true? R sits second to the left of P. No. Left of P is our right because P is facing south. One person sits between T and the one who faces F. Yes. T sits third to the left of the one who faces D. Pakka yes. Who is facing D? R. R ki third left hai kada T? Yes. Because they are facing south. Which of the following statements is true? P sits adjacent to T? Yes. But there is one option which says both 1 and 3. Let me check 3 also. S sits adjacent to only U. Yes. S sits adjacent to only U. Pakka right. Done? Chalo next. Ma, చదవండి. How many floors? Amma? 4 floors. Inka? How many flats? 2 flats. Each floor has 2 flats. Flat 1, flat 2. Is flat 1 to the west of flat 2? Chapandama. Each floor has 2 flat 1 is in the west of flat 2. Happy. So, regular question. We have been solving this from many days. 4, 3, 2, 1. Chalo, first line. Only 2 floors between H and D and both are living in the same flat. How many floors? Ma, 2 floors between H and D ante pakka we are covering all the 4 floors kada. And both of them living in the same flat or different flat? Same flat, happy. Next, A lives to the northwest of D. A lives to the northwest of D. Ante A is living in flat 1, D is living in flat 2. Pakka kada? Next line entity D who is living in odd number floor. D who is living in odd number floor. Ante maybe this is D or this is D kada? Chapali. Next line chadu. B and F live in the same floor. B and F live in the same floor. Full stop. B does not live in the same flat as A. B does not live in the same flat as A ante A anatodu A flat lo unnadu 1 ante B should be in 2. F B. Saripayinda? చెప్పండి అమ్మా. నెక్స్ట్ లైన్ చదువు. G lives above E and both live on the odd number floors. G is living above E. G is living above E. అంటే అప్పుడు can I go for E in the 4th floor? So 100% guarantee. అంతేనా? చెప్పండి అమ్మా. G is living in which floor? G is living above E. Both live in the odd number floors. E అనేటోడు ఏ ఫ్లోర్ లో ఉన్నాడు? 1. G అనేటోడు ఏ ఫ్లోర్ లో పోవాలి? 3. అంతే కదా? Both are living in odd number floors. Next line. C lives on an even number floor. C is living in even number floor. Now everybody pay attention here. If this is H, there is no chance for F and B. Pakka G is in the 3rd floor, no chance for F and B. Pakka E is in the 1st floor, no chance for F and B. So F and B has how many possibilities? Only one possibility. F. C is living even ante 2nd floor lo chance ledu. C has to live in the 4th floor. Avuna kada? Cheppandi amma. C is living in ante 4th floor evaru vastunaru? H and C. If this is D, this should be A kada? Appudu chance vastada? Pakka this is D, this is A. H and E live in the same flat. C. ఒక్కడు మిగిలిపోయింది. ఎవడు చెప్పు? అయిపోయిందా? చెప్పండి అమ్మా. Who is living in even number floor? HC or FB? F and H, even number floors. Who amongst the following lives on the southeast of A? Southeast of A, B and D. But in the options we have only B. 4 out of the following 5 are alike. A and G, 3rd floor. D and D, 1st floor. H and C, 4th floor. B and F, 2nd floor. H and B, different floors. Everybody belongs to the same floor, but H and B, different floors. Who amongst the following person lives on flat 2 of 4th floor? C. Flat 2 of 4th floor is C kada. Who among the following persons lives just above the floor of E? Just above the floor of E, F. Just above the floor of E. Just above the floor of E ante E is living in 1st floor. Ante just above 1st floor ante 2nd floor. 2nd floor evaru unnaru? F and B. You have both F and B in the options kada. What is your answer? Both 1 and 4. Both 1 and 4. Understood?